Respect is not something that can be demanded, it must be earned. In relationships, especially between men and women, respect forms the base for trust, love, and lasting connection. Yet many women struggle to get this essential respect because they miss a powerful truth. People treat you based on the boundaries you set. Without clear, firm boundaries, it becomes easy for others to take you for granted, to push limits, and to blur the lines between affection and control. Boundaries are not about putting up walls or creating distance. They are about defining how you expect to be treated. They reflect your self-worth and the standards you hold for your life. When you set strong, healthy boundaries, you quietly communicate that you value yourself, and in turn, others start to value you. For men, this clarity of self-compassion and self-love naturally brings admiration and respect. It shows them you are not someone who can be manipulated, disrespected, or undervalued. In this talk, we will explore 5 essential boundaries that not only protect your well-being, but also make men respect you more. These boundaries cover your emotional world, communication style, time and space, core values, and physical presence. By mastering these areas, you will create stronger, more satisfying relationships built on mutual respect and understanding. Respect doesn't come from being agreeable or always accommodating. It comes from standing firm in who you are. Let's dive into how setting these 5 boundaries can transform how men view and treat you, and in the process, empower you to form healthier, more meaningful connections. 1. Emotional boundaries. Protecting your emotional well-being. Establishing emotional boundaries is the base of self-regulation and will act as a key to earning respect from others, particularly men in relationships. Emotional boundaries show how you allow people to connect with your emotions and how much emotional energy you invest in them. Without these boundaries, you may become emotionally drained, overly dependent, or vulnerable to unfair treatment. A woman who knows her own emotional needs and expresses them without guilt lets everyone know her world is valuable and worthy of respect. This doesn't mean closing off or acting distant. It means understanding when to give and when to pull back in order to care for your own peace. Emotional independence brings stability and confidence that naturally draws respect. When a man sees that a woman is not easily tossed back and forth by emotion, he realizes her happiness and peace are not his to control. One key piece of this is managing how much emotional labor you take on in a relationship. Women often find themselves acting as caregivers, absorbing, managing, and smoothing their partner's emotions. While compassion is a key part of relationships, putting someone else's happiness above your own can lead to overwhelm and unhappiness. Setting limits on how much emotional energy you use teaches the people around you to be responsible for their own emotion. Emotional boundaries also help you spot manipulative behavior and avoid falling into it. Guilt, messages, silence meant to control you, or dramatic outbursts designed to affect you, these are all warning signs. Standing firm against these tricks is not easy, but protecting your peace lets you connect in relationships from a place of power instead of need. Men naturally respect women who are emotionally strong and independent because it signals maturity and confidence. It transforms the relationship from dependency into a more balanced, respectful bond. 2. Communication boundaries. Clear and assertive expression. Good communication is a powerful way to show respect for oneself in a relationship. When a woman speaks honestly and directly, she lets everyone know her voice matters and her needs are worth honoring. Communication boundaries help to set the standard for how you wish to be treated. Assertiveness isn't aggression or conflict. It's simply stating your thoughts and preferences honestly and respectfully. Many women fear conflict or rejection, and in trying to keep peace, they diminish their own voice. But when you state what you want or need without guilt, you signal your worth to yourself and to everyone else. An important part of communication boundaries is the ability to say no without feeling the need to over-explain. No is a complete sentence. Whenever you justify or explain in detail, you diminish your own power and invite negotiation over your boundary. Whenever you justify or explain in detail, you diminish your own power and invite negotiation over your boundary. Men respect women who can draw a clear line with confidence because it shows maturity and decisiveness. Whether you're turning down a last moment's invitation or standing by a decision you made, honoring your own choices lets everyone know you are a person with dignity and resolve. It's just as important to confront manipulative or passive sexual communication directly and calmly. If a man starts using guilt, silence, or avoidance to avoid accountability, addressing it directly lets him know you expect maturity and fairness in your exchanges. Furthermore, choosing silence in some cases can be powerful. Not all questions need answers. Not all bait needs to be taken. Staying calm and not reacting immediately lets you control your own peace and prevents needless conflict. By mastering assertive communication, you show that you respect yourself and you will not settle for less in your relationships. Naturally, this draws in men who appreciate clarity, maturity, and fairness, and it guides relationships toward deep, authentic connection. 3. Time and space boundaries. Honoring your own time. Respect starts with monitoring your own time and space. When you appreciate your goals, passions, and routines, you teach everyone else to do the same. Time and space boundaries reflect how much you value yourself and your life outside of a relationship. Men respect women who pursue their passions and goals because it signals maturity. Uphold these values without compromise. You create an unbreakable foundation of self-connection that naturally earns the respect of others. Men are naturally drawn to women who know who they are and what they stand for. This kind of inner strength is magnetic because it shows maturity, self-maturityness, and honesty. It shows that you are not easily influenced by outside pressures or short-term emotional emissions. So in a world where people often compromise their beliefs to gain approval, a woman who stays true to herself stands out. She becomes someone whose respect must be earned, not given away easily. Setting boundaries around your values means knowing your non-negotiables and honoring them consistently. For example, if honesty is a key principle for you, you should not put up with dishonesty in any form, whether it's small lies or big betrayals. If loyalty is important, you won't allow relationships with people who play games or are unreliable. These standards are not about being stiff or judgmental, but about protecting your happiness and surrounding yourself with people who match your principles. It's normal for people, including men, to test boundaries sometimes without realizing it, just to see how far they can go. This is why it's very important to know when someone crosses your limits or pressures you to compromise your values. If a man disregards your boundaries or dismisses your standards, how you respond in those moments will show whether he respects you. Standing firm without reacting in a dramatic or defensive way shows that your values are non-negotiable. And you will not be influenced by charming words or pressure. Staying true to your principles develops trust. A woman whose actions match her words earns more respect than someone who constantly adjusts her view to please others. This consistency shows you have thought carefully about who you are and what matters to you. It also signals maturity and stability, qualities that men respect and appreciate. It's also crucial to respect the values of others while staying true to your own. You don't need to agree with everyone, but showing understanding and openness without compromising your main beliefs demonstrates maturity and balance. This mixture of strength and kindness makes you approachable yet strong, and it means relationships founded on shared respect. Honoring your principles brings about healthy relationships when you state your standards clearly and follow through. You attract people who have matching values. This reduces conflict and confusion and makes relationships more peaceful. Men appreciate women who raise the level of their relationship by honoring fairness, and men grow standing firm in your values is not about being stiff, but about staying true. It's about understanding your worth and refusing to settle for less. Men respect women who have the confidence to live by their values because it shows maturity, confidence, and deep self-respect. This kind of woman doesn't need to demand respect. It's given to her naturally. Physical and closeness boundaries control over your body, and one of the most powerful ways to earn a man's respect is by setting clear physical and closeness boundaries. These boundaries are key because they protect your safety, happiness, and independence. They show that your body belongs to you and that your physical presence is not something to be taken for granted or disrespected. When you take control over when, how, and with whom you share physical closeness, you naturally win the respect of others, especially men. Physical boundaries are more than just closeness. They include how you let people into your personal space, how you respond to physical touch, and how you expect people to respect your level of ease, for example. If a man touches you in a way that makes you feel uneasy, whether it's a lingering hand on your shoulder or an unwanted hug, you have every right to speak up or move back. Setting that boundary immediately shows you are in control of your space. It signals your happiness and safety come first in relationships. Physical closeness boundaries are very important. Many women feel pressure to move forward physically faster than they are comfortable with, often due to fear of losing a man's interest. However, when you boldly set limits around physical closeness, it actually brings greater respect. A man who truly values you will respect your pace and appreciate your confidence. Rushing into physical closeness to keep someone's interest often weakens a relationship, but taking control of when and how it develops builds a base of understanding and admiration. It's also crucial to state these boundaries directly and with confidence. You don't need to justify or explain yourself. Your happiness is enough of a reason. Whether it's choosing when you are ready to become physically close or setting limits on how much affection you are comfortable with in public, being clear shows you appreciate yourself first. Men respect women who can say what they need and who do not break under pressure. Physical boundaries are also present in daily interactions. For example, you may need to set limits on how often someone drops by without asking or how close someone stands when talking to you. These small but powerful boundaries help people learn how to treat you with dignity by honoring these limits. You create a comfortable space where people know how to connect respectfully, protecting your physical borders within your emotions. Often, physical and emotional boundaries are tied together. Letting someone into your physical space can affect your happiness and peace of mind, while honoring physical boundaries protects your physical boundaries. Felt deficiency protects your boundaries and keeps your relationships founded on respect instead of founded in respect and in loving the people. These relative boundaries are in a previous relationships that are more secure and comfortable this way. Following responsibilities encourage relationships. And a man sees you respect your body and your space, it shows him to do the same. It sets a strong base for a relationship founded on respect instead of taking advantage. Your body and space are sacred, and it's your right to decide how they are treated. By honoring and protecting physical boundaries, you send a powerful message. You appreciate yourself, and you expect the same from others. This self-respect is clear, and the men who appreciate this will respect you, not because they have to, but because they honestly appreciate your confidence and maturity. Respect is the base of all deep relationship, and it starts with how you treat yourself. When you put up and keep strong boundaries, you do more than just protect yourself. You raise your whole presence. You become someone who is firm, self-committed, and proud of your worth. This self-committed and proud of your worth. This self-committed and proud of your worth, which becomes someone who is firm, self-educated, and proud of your worth. This self-committed and proud of your worth. This self-committed and proud of your worth. This self-committed and proud of your worth. You list out everything you live your life and letting in only those who appreciate them. It's about understanding your emotions are real, your time is valuable, your beliefs are non-negotiable, your beliefs are non-negotiable, and your body belongs to you. It's about realizing you are not responsible for managing someone else's happiness at the cost of your own, and understanding true respect comes from understanding, not from sacrifice. When a woman sacrifices her happiness, speaks with confidence, values her time, stands strong in her principles, and protects her body, and she becomes undeniably powerful. Men pay attention to this power, and it divides those who are worth having in your life from those who are not, the men who appreciate. These boundaries are the ones who will add to your happiness, not diminish it. Realize that not everyone will appreciate your boundaries. Some will challenge them, some will try to push past them, and some may withdraw because they can't take advantage of you. Let them. Your boundaries are not meant to please everyone. They are meant to filter out those who do not deserve a place in your life. You deserve relationships where you are valued, not ignored. You deserve friendships where your voice is heard, not dismissed. And You deserve to be in spaces where you are recognized, not taken for granted. These things are only possible when you consistently stay true to yourself through the boundaries you set. The truth is, boundaries are a form of loving yourself. They require brave choices, discipline, and awareness, but with them comes a powerful change, not only in how you view yourself, but in how everyone else sees you. You will no longer need to chase respect because it will come naturally. Men will see your worth not because you demand it, but because you live it. So let them tell the world you are a woman of dignity, confidence, and purpose. Let them attract people who are able to love and appreciate you in the way you deserve. And most of all, let them be a daily reminder that you are enough, just the way you are, worthy of respect, love, and all the good things life has to offer you. Many women become overly available and lose their own routines in relationships. They cancel plans or put aside their passions to please someone else. But this kind of sacrifice often results in feeling drained and underappreciated. Setting time boundaries means honoring your own commitments and routines first. It shows you have a rich and purposeful life outside your relationship. That makes you more desirable and less prone to losing yourself in someone else's world. Equally, physical space matters. Everyone needs their own room to breathe and grow. If a man disregards your physical boundaries, always dropping by without invitation or ignoring your need for space, it's a sign you need to be firm about honoring your peace. Setting these limits gracefully lets him know you respect yourself enough to put your well-being first. Furthermore, it's about not letting someone take up all your energy or undermine your goals. If someone repeatedly disregards your plans or disrespects your time, it's okay to say, "My time is valuable and I need it for myself today." By honoring your own space and goals, you show a man you have a rich, full life, not a life that depends on him. And this naturally brings a deep respect from him.